ערב טוב לכולם, ערב טוב מורן.
ערב טוב מיכלי. Good evening everyone. How are you?
ערב טוב לכל מי שמצטרף אלינו, לאירוע המיוחד שלנו, כמה רחוק הצלילים יכולים להגיע. איזו התרגשות.
ממש. Welcome everybody, welcome back. We're very excited to see just how far will our sounds go.
נראה לי שזה בדיוק הזמן להיפגש עם רוברט קוקסון, הישר מקנדה.
I can't wait. I think it's just the right time to go and meet our good friend Robert Coxon, all the way from Canada. Hello, Robert. You there?
Great to be here.
Great to see you.
Are you exciting to know what's going to happen after we make all this experience last time?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, this is very exciting. We're opening up new doors into understanding how powerful music is. It's amazing.
Super amazing.
איזה כיף הולך להיות הערב הזה מורן, איזה ערב כיף.
Super exciting. We're excited to hear all the feedback and see what we've ended up with.
אז מה בתוכנית? אוקיי? אנחנו רוצים לדעת מה אומר הניסוי, מה בדקנו, האם שירה של אלפי אנשים, את יודעת, היו 3,000 איש שאנחנו יודעים עליהם, וכנראה היו הרבה יותר מזה. האם שירה של אלפי אנשים יכולה להשפיע וליצור שדה אנרגיה אחר? האם היא יכולה לשנות לטובה? האם היא יכולה להשפיע על גוף האדם, על המים, על האוויר, על הצמחים? וואו, כמה דברים הולכים להיות, אנחנו הולכים לספר לכם בדיוק מה שמצאנו כאן.
We're so excited for tonight's results. There were over 3,000 people, well, there were 3,000 people that we knew of last time singing the Be You, Be Love. And we're going to check and find out now, is there any impact that we have on the energetic field, on other humans, on plant life, on water in the world? And what exactly is, how far does the power of music go? I'm very excited for this.
Wow. Or maybe we're going to say hello to Lily Wong.
Let's say hello to Lily Wong.
לילי וונג היא זו שכתבה את המילים של השיר הזה שאנחנו שרנו כאן כולם ביחד.
Lily Wong wrote the lyrics to the song that we all sang together.
לילי? Hey.
Hi. Oh, wait,
Hi.
unmute myself. Oh, now.
No, we can
I'm
hear
extremely excited to see the results
also.
because myself we feel it when we sing it. I can see already how so much it's changed, and when we're on stage, how much it is there, and now to have it also some data to back it up. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Historic, I'd say.
What an evening. Thank you. We're going to meet again. ואנחנו איתנו גם קרישנה בדאפה מבנגלור. איפה קרישנה? קרישנה בדק עם הביואל שלו את תגובת המים לשירה הקולקטיבית.
Hi, Krishna. We're going to go over to you with all the data that you picked up with your instruments and the biowell. How are you?
You know what is magical about this collective is that consciousness prevails across. And matter is a derivative of consciousness, which is so clearly exemplified from all the explorations that we've been doing, and with dear Sippy, the one field. And I wish and intend that in all of us across the entire planet and beyond, that we are truly exemplarily living this.
Thank you.
We 100% strengthen what you say. 100%.
בואי נעבור למדיקל קר, החברים ממרכז ההחלמה המהמם הזה, שמשלב את התודעה וחוקר אותה, ואלה שאירחו אותנו פעם קודמת. היי, שלום.
Hi, guys. נכון. And now we're going to say hello to the medical center who hosted us last time. They are incorporating this research into the healing process, and it's very fascinating to be adding that depth and that realm to this work, to this research.
אנחנו בניסוי גם בדקנו איך השירה משפיעה על השדה האנרגטי של המשתתפים. זה מאוד מאוד משמעותי, כי זה ממש דוגמה חיה לאיך הדברים עובדים.
בדיוק. Exactly. Last time we experimented with testing before and after singing the song, and we're going to see the results of that as well. Very exciting.
מיכל,
שלום, שלום. שלום לכם, אתם שומעים אותנו?
אנחנו שומעים
We
אתכם
can hear
מצוין.
you.
ויש כאן את שאולי.
היי שאולי.
Hi, Shirley. Hi, everyone.
קבוצה נוספת של מקלימים שלנו, שבוחרים היום לשבת ולשמוע את התוצאות של הניסוי.
איזה מרגש, עבודת קודש.
ממש.
ונמצא איתנו גם אדוארדו גדי מזור. אדוארדו, אתה איתנו? והוא בדק באמצעות ה-BioWell את השדה האנרגיה של המחלימים במדיקל קר. הוא היה איתנו שם בלייב, בתוך הניסוי שיצרנו שם.
Right, we have Eduardo Gadi Mazor, who was at the medical center actually measuring and testing and doing the comparisons with us last time, and he's also joined us this evening. Hello.
Okay, we're gonna
he's
meet.
with us.
Okay, so later on.
Later on we'll catch him.
Okay, so it's the right time to go to John Stewart from England.
So excited to go to John Stewart.
ג'ון קיבל מאיתנו את הפס קול, ומה שנוצר מכל השירה המשותפת, והוא בדק בעזרת הסיימוסקופ, אוקיי? הוא בדק את כל הוא הוציא מלא מלא דברים מרתקים שם על טיפת המים, ועוד הרבה אינפורמציה שאני משערת שהוא יספר לנו במהלך הערב.
John Stewart Reed is here with us, and he took the recording of the song from last time, and he measured it, and he has some results to give us tonight, which we're very excited about. Last time was also mind-blowing. Every time just seems to get more and more exciting, doesn't it?
For
So
sure.
he has the Simoscope, which is the instrument that's helping us to extract all this data, isn't it, John? What can you tell us? Welcome back.
Very excited to be with you all this evening and to share the results. You know, I think this is almost certainly a first in history, in the sense that here we had an online choir, and the results of that online choir were, of course, collated and all put together beautifully by CP and her team. And now to make that choir visible with the Simoscope instrument, imprinting those vibrations, those vocalizations onto pure water, I think that's a first in history. So I'm really excited this evening to share with you the results, the analytical results from that experiment. So really looking forward to that later.
My body like in a shake, you know,
Yes,
my
yes,
skin.
it's so
Okay.
exciting.
Thank you,
Very
thank you.
exciting.
וזה הזמן לעבור לעוד נציגה ישראלית שלנו, לדורית, שדורית השמיעה לצמח במשך 34 יום, אוקיי? את
נכון.
השיר, ובואו נראה איך זה השפיע. היי דורית.
So we're now going to say hello to Dorit from Israel, who joined us last time as well. She played the song Be You, Be Loved to a plant for 34 days. And she's got some information to tell us about as well tonight, or rather more information and data from what we've been collecting since last time.
מה שלומך, דורית?
Hi, Dorit.
אהלן, ערב טוב, איזו התרגשות. גם אני מצפה ומחכה לשמוע את התוצאות, לדעת איך באמת הצמח הגיב מההתחלה עד הסוף, למרות שאנחנו במהלך הזמן ראינו את השינוי שלו, וזה באמת התרגשות מאוד מאוד גדולה להיות פה באיזה משהו גלובלי בכל העולם, לראות איך שיר אחד משפיע על כל כך הרבה רבדים שאנחנו נמצאים בהם, אפילו על צמחים.
Dorit just shared with us that she's also looking forward to seeing the results of the experiment, although even last time, which is true, she shared with us that there were already different responses and she could see the shift and the change over the days that she was already doing the experiment and playing the song for the plants. So we're all looking forward to this. Thank you, Dorit.
עומד להיות לנו ערב מרתק, מלא 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 בתוצאות, ומלא מלא בהוכחות מדעיות, איך שירה יכולה להשפיע על תודעה. זה מדהים.
Madam, we have a really special evening tonight. Super exciting information that's going to be revealed for the first time here tonight. And it's all about the power of music. It's so exciting just to know that we're about to find out what we have.
וממש לפני שאנחנו עוברים לתוצאות, איתנו כאן אנדרס אולטה מקופנהגן. אנדרס, what are you doing here this evening?
Just before we go to the results, we've got Anders Halt here from Copenhagen. Hello and welcome.
I'm very happy to be part of this today. It's going to be, yes, this is truly exciting. It was nice to see John just a moment ago. And I'm looking forward to see all the results tonight. And I will be back a little later tonight because I will do and be part of the next event that we're going to do. And a little later, I will be back tonight and tell you all about what we're going to do and what next exciting things are going to happen in March. So
And we
I
can't
look forward
wait.
to this.
Thank you. אז הרבה מחכה לנו, וכבר אנחנו יודעים שיש לנו אירוע גם במרץ שמחכה לנו עם אנדרס, ואנחנו ממש נכנסים כבר לסיפור הזה, אוקיי?
We do have another event in March that Anders is going to share some more information about later in today's program. Looking forward to that. So,
אנחנו ממשיכים מכאן.
where to from here?
אז אנחנו מבינים שכל כך הרבה אנשים יצרו איתנו כל כך הרבה תוצאות, כל כך הרבה חקירות, אבל ממש לפני שנעבור לקרישנה, כבר לשמוע תוצאות, אולי נשמע קצת מוזיקה. רוברט?
Okay, so just before we get to all the exciting data and the research unfolding and unveiling before us, we're going to start us off with some music. I'm Moran Boza, and this is Michal Milgrom.
And I'm Robert Coxon.
Yes, you are. Hello, Robert Coxon. Serenade us, please.
I'm just going to play something very simple that's going to help us experience quantum field.
Always beautiful.
So moving. Thank you so much. We needed that to bring us in. And for a moment, can we just ask all the viewers to please open up your cameras? So even though it's virtual, we have a little bit deeper of a level of connection for all of us. Feel free, join us. We're all part of this.
Thank you, Robert. אוקיי, אנחנו נתחיל עם פרופסור קרוקטוב. אוקיי, פרופסור קונסטנטין קרוקטוב הוא פרופסור לפיזיקה קוונטית, ביופיזיקה, פיזיקת לייזרים, פיזיקה אטמוספרית. אנחנו נצטרך ערב שלם רק בשביל התארים שלו.
לגמרי.
פיזיקה קוסמית, רפואה, פטנטים על המצאות, ביו-17 אופטיקה, מאמרים בכתבי עת מדעים, 300 פיקסקיליות, מה זה? ספרים מתורגמים, ו-12 מתוכם מתורגמים לשפות רבות, 12 מתוכם ספרים מובילים לשנים, הוא עשה מלא כנסים בימי עיון, הוא יותר מ-50 מדינות נבחר, יותר מ-50 מדינות, והוא נבחר לנשיא האיחוד לרפואה, האירופי לרפואה ל-2010, תקשיבי, יש כאן רזומה, שזה מדהים, אבל מה שהכי חשוב, שהוא גיבור הסרט, השדה האחד.
וחשוב שנעבור על כל זה באנגלית. ככה. And next we're going to move on to Dr. Kroktov. Konstantin Kroktov is a professor of quantum physics, bear with me here, biophysics, laser physics, atmospheric physics, cosmic physics, and medicine. 17 patents on bio-optics inventions. You can understand why I have to literally read this. And the physicals. 300 articles in leading scientific journals. 12 translated books into many languages. He gave seminars in over 50 countries between 2001, 2005, and 2010, he was elected the president of the European Union of Applied Medicine and Applied Electrographics. He's a member of the Scientific Council of the European Society of Future Medicine and is one of the 17 protagonists of our film, The One Field.
איזה מרגש.
ממש מרגש.
מכובד מאוד. אוקיי, פרופסור קורקטוב השתמש במכשיר שהוא פיתח שהוא קורא לו ספוטניק, כדי לבדוק את ההשפעה של השירה הקולקטיבית על השדה. אנחנו גם שלחנו לו את תוצאות הספוטניק שהיה בדובאי, בכדי לראות אם יש התאמה בין התוצאות בשדה האחד.
Professor Kroktov used a device that he developed called Sputnik to test the effect of the collective singing on the field. So we sent him the results from our experiment, and we're about to see the results.
How are you?
Very good, very good. Everything is very good. Yes.
I sent you the Dubai result.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So you see this upper graph, it is from Russia.
Yeah.
Lower graph, it is from Dubai. And this is graph of energy. And you see that after 10 p.m., energy came down in Russia. And it came down in Dubai as well.
Usually people think that the energy mass came up.
No. You see, always when we have some process of meditation, we see energy is coming down. Energy or area doesn't matter, it's the same. Area, it is amount of photons that we are measuring with our instrument. And this is related to balancing of environment. And you see, energy came down both in Dubai and in Russia. If you look to entropy.
What does it mean, entropy?
Entropy, it is the level of chaos. The more chaotic situation, the higher the entropy.
If we're making meditation?
Entropy decreasing and entropy stabilizing.
Mm-hmm.
When we see variation of entropy, it is indication of very unstable situation in the environment. When it's quite stable, like we see here in Russian graph, it was some peaks on entropy after 10 o'clock, you see. And then it came to some balance level. It was quite stable. In here, again, we have some peaks. And then it came to some less stable, but still it was some lower entropy here. But and only later it came up again. Of course, it's not precise effect, but Dubai and St. Petersburg has two different locations. So we wouldn't expect to have absolutely exactly same graphs. No, it's impossible. There are so many different environmental influences in both locations. Because in reality, what we are measuring with our Sputnik, we are measuring environment.
Yeah.
And we are measuring whether this environment would respond to something.
But the influence is the influence of our singing or the influence of the environment in Russia or in Dubai? Or
We don't know. No, we don't know. Science is very important. When we see correlation between two events, it may be that they are related, maybe, but it's not exact.
So when can we understand, or maybe we cannot understand, if there is a correlation between something we do and the Sputnik?
You see, we can see only if it was some correlation between two events or not. And then we need to collect more and more data.
If we will make an experiment and we will make like 10 Sputnik, you know, in the east, in the west, on the north, on the south. So maybe it's a good option to see if there is correlation between all the graph.
Absolutely. We did this type of experiment once when it was solar eclipse in Siberia. We were able to have 6 different Sputniks in different locations, and they all was very well correlated, all of them.
By the way, I just want to correct, 9 o'clock there was the singing.
But Dubai graph, it comes from 10 o'clock, yes?
Yeah, but 10 o'clock Dubai, it's for us 9 o'clock.
So it means this is 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, let me check because I have original graph. If it was 1 hour before, so it is, it's from here. Look, then if it's from here in Dubai graphs, then they look very, very similar. Very similar.
Yeah, you can show it. You can show us now.
Now, if you look in Dubai graph, it is 10:30. Yes.
Yeah, this is 10:30.
It is correlated with 9:30 at this graph.
Yeah.
But they look absolutely similar. Totally, absolutely.
Wow.
And entropy looks same, practically same. That is very interesting.
Yeah, you like it?
I will reorganize the graphs and send it to you.
Okay.
פרופסור, כן, פרופסור קורקטוב, זה מעניין. הוא השתמש בספוטניק, אבל כשהיינו במרכז מדיקל קר, אדוארדו גדי מזור השתמש בביורל, שזה פיתוח נוסף גם של אותו פרופסור של קורקטוב. רוצה תראה?
You say, wow, Dr. Korktov used the Sputnik. Professor Korktov had the Sputnik, but we also had another instrument simultaneously with Eduardo Gadi Mazur, who used the BioWell.
כשעשינו את המחקר במדיקל קר, כל התוצאות רוכזו על ידי אדוארדו, אבל כמובן מתוך טעמים של חסיון רפואי ואינפורמציה, אנחנו לא ניתן אינפורמציה ספציפית על כל בן אדם, למרות שהמכשיר יודע לעשות את זה, האינפורמציה שניתן כאן הוא כמובן כללית, בהתאם למה שאפשר לזהות עם המכשיר.
So, Eduardo was using the BioWell, working directly with the patients at the medical center, while Dr. Korktov was all the way far away, taking the data from the Sputnik, and they're going to cross-examine the information. However, of course, for discretion purposes, we will not be able to reveal the personal information of the patients who participated, nor will we be able to go specifically into the responses of what they are working on healing, but the general data will show us exactly what they saw.
Let's watch.
Let's watch.
רקע על עצמי, שמי גדי אדוארדו מזור, ואני עוסק ברפואה משלימה מעל 30 שנה. הומאופת קלאסי, ואני מתמחה בצילומי עילות, בדיקור באור וצבע, שיטה שקוראים לזה אזוג'טיק מדיסין, שפותח בגרמניה על ידי המורה שלי, פיטר מנדל, ואהבת חיי זה צילומי עילות.
מה אתה רואה שם?
עילה בעצם זו השדה אלקטרומגנטית מסביב לכל גוף חי. אנחנו מצלמים את כריות האצבעות של ידיים ורגליים. בקצה האצבעות אנחנו יכולים לראות את הקצוות של המרידיאנים של הרפואה הסינית.
לנו בגוף האדם לפי הסיני יש תעלות אנרגיה שעוברות לאורך כל הגוף. מרידיאנים קוראים לזה. הקצוות שלהם יכולות לצאת בכפות הידיים שלי לצורך העניין. אם מחלה זה חסימה של אנרגיה, אנרגיה לא עוברת, זאת אומרת שאם אתה תצלם את הקרינה של האנרגיה בקצה האצבע שלי ותראה שאין פה יציאה של קרן אנרגיה, אז אתה יכול להניח שיש לי באיזשהו מקום חסימה של האנרגיה, ולפי המיקום באצבע אתה יודע איפה זה. האם תיארתי את זה נכון?
נכון. יש לנו טופוגרפיה, ומה שאנחנו יכולים לראות זה את ההתפרצות של הקורונה מסביב לגוף הפיזי. עכשיו, מה זאת התפרצות האלקטרומגנטית הזאת? קראנו לה קורונה. וסימנים שאנחנו רואים מסביב לאצבעות, אנחנו יכולים לתרגם את זה בעילה, הכל כתוב. דוגמה, שאני לא רואה שמש אחידה, פתאום נוצר חלון. אנחנו קוראים לזה מצב אנדוקריני. זאת אומרת שהרמה של המערכת ההורמונלית של אותו אדם נמצא באי איזון.
Are you ready to sing now? Let's build up this energy.
אז פה זה המקרה הראשון. לפני ואחרי השיר.
מה אני יכולה להבין מזה?
פה רואים את הבן אדם מקדימה, לפני האירוע ואחרי האירוע. עכשיו מצד שמאל, ובאופן כללי ממש אפשר לראות שיש מוקדים שההתפרצות של הקורונה היא מאוד בולטת, היה שינוי. עכשיו מצד ימין, אנחנו יכולים לראות שהיה ריאקציה מאוד גדולה. זה מקרה אחר. אם אני מסתכל על רמת הסטרס, האנרגיה באיזון של לפני ואחרי, הכתום זה לפני, הסגול זה צילום אחרי. ופה אפשר לראות שהבן אדם, הוא היה ברמה של סטרס יחסית די גבוה, ממש אפשר לראות כמה שירד הסטרס שלו, וברגע שהסטרס שלו ירד, אז האיזון באנרגיה שלו עולה, תראו את הבלנס של הבן אדם, זה אופטימל. זה דוגמה חבל על הזמן. לא רואים כל יום צילום כזה. במרכזי הצ'קרות, הדבר האופטימלי זה לראות את כל הצ'קרות מכתר עד הצ'קרה בסיס, שכולם יהיו בקו אחד. אצלו זה היה לפני השיר. ומה שקרה אחרי זה, הכל זז אצלו, כאילו מהצ'קרה התחתונה, דרך הצ'קרה השישית של הגרון, העין השלישי, רואים התחלה של ליפוס, היא ריאקציה מאוד חיובית. למשל, זה מקרה אחר, ושאני מסתכל על הרמה של סטרס די גבוה בהתחלה. ובכל זאת, רואה את הבלנס של הבן אדם, הוא היה בסדר כזה. אפשר לראות את זה גם בצ'קרות שלה, כאילו לפני ואחרי. יש איזו תזוזה, אפשר לראות את הבסיס, את הלב. הלב נמצא במרכז, ובצילום הראשון הלב היה פה.
זאת אומרת שמשהו פה מבחינה רגשית בלב התאזן.
זה פשוט מדהים. יחסית פה רואים 68% כאילו שיפור, שזה יפה. ופה זה דוגמה קלאסית של מצב אנדוקריני. זה בן אדם שנמצא בסטרס מאוד גבוה. פה ממש יש שינוי, וואו, היא הגיעה ממש לאופטימל. אם אני מסתכל בצ'קרות גם, ממש רואים תזוזה. איפה זה היה ואיפה זה נמצא עכשיו, מצוין. אמנם צ'קרת הלב שלה עדיין לא נפתח. בצילום הראשון, את רואה איפה החתך פה?
כן.
בדיוק בצ'קרה של הלב. כן? ואם אני מסתכל גם בצילום אחרי האירוע, אותו דיאגונל נשאר לי פה. הצילום הוא מאוד מדויק. הוא מראה לפי הטופוגרפיה שלי איפה זה יושב אותו סטרס מסוים, אם זה בלוטה, אם זה בהיפופיזה, אם זה נמצא בהיפותלמוס, בתלמוס, אם זה קשור ללימביק סיסטם. אין סוף הקשרים שאפשר לעשות. בדוגמה הזו היא דוגמה מאוד יפה של שינוי לפני האירוע, לאחרי זה ממש טלטל אותה.
כן, זזו מימין לשמאל.
גם כשאני מסתכל על הצילום, זה שני אנשים שונים. זה מקדימה, זה חצי בן אדם. זה צד ימין שלה אחרי השיר ולפני השיר.
מדהים.
כן. וזה צד שמאל, לפני השיר ואחרי השיר. ממש טלטלה. זה הצילום הכי קיצוני שראיתי באותו ערב.
כמה מקרים צילמת?
15 אנשים. כל האנשים שצילמתי בערב היה שינוי מאוד משמעותי לפני ואחרי האירוע עצמו, גם במצב של הסטרס, גם במצב האנרגטי, גם האיזון האנרגטי שלהם. וסביר להניח שאם היינו מחכים עוד קצת, השיפור שהיינו רואים בצילום הזה היה עוד יותר משמעותי, כי זה פשוט מדהים.
כן.
בסך הכל שיר זה חתיכת דבר.
כתב פרופסור קורוקטוב, שהרי הוא המציא את המכשירים האלה, הוא אמר, אם יום אחד יגידו לכם שאתם כבר לא צריכים MRI, ואתם לא צריכים CT, ועל ידי זה שאתם רק תשימו את האצבע שלכם, אתם תוכלו לדעת מה מצב העובר אצל אישה בהיריון, האם הייתם מאמינים? אתה יכול להתייחס לאמירה הזאת?
את יכולה גם לראות התפתחות של סכרת 5 שנים לפני שזה מתפרץ בגוף. התקף לב לפני שהוא מגיע בגוף הפיזי. זה דברים שבתפיסה של היום, זה אותו דבר כמו שהיינו מדברים על תורת יחסות של איינשטיין לפני 150 שנה. ואין לי ספק שבעתיד באצבע אחת נראה הרבה דברים.
אתה יכול היום לכל האנשים של מדיקל קיר שמדדת ואלה הצילומים שלהם, לבוא עם המלצות רפואיות מדויקות.
לגמרי, כן. זה כלי עזר שאין שום ספק שעוד מספר שנים יהיה בכל בית חולים.
After I saw this result, it looked like I'm going home and I'm going to play this music to my husband again and again and again and again and repeat
100%.
all over the great Medina.
Wow. I'm sure all of you must be amazed and I don't know, I had chills, but it's fantastic.
זה ממש מדהים לראות איך, קלטת מה הוא אמר שם? שאפשר ממש מהמכשיר הזה לצפות תופעות עתידיות שיחסכו הרבה מאוד דברים מהרפואה הקונבנציונלית. זה מדהים.
ממש. Some of what he said where you can foresee, we will be able to foresee and prevent. Oh, this is really exciting developments.
וואו, והערב הזה רק מתחמם, ואנחנו מקבלים עוד ועוד תוצאות, ועוד ועוד סיפורים, ואפשר, חשוב לדעת, שממש כאן למטה מופיעה הכתובת על המסך, אפשר למצוא את התוצאות של הניסויים ממש בדף המעבדה שלנו, והכתובת שמופיעה למטה.
So after this broadcast, you are going to easily be able to find and go look again at all the results of this experiment. Down here at the bottom, you have our website and the landing page for the lab, and then you can see all the results there. So don't be stressed if you're like, what did he say? What did he say? Just be here, be with us now, wherever you are, and go check it out when you're done.
איזה כיף.
ממש.
הכל יהיה אצלנו בדף. את יודעת שמסתבר שהיום זה יום ההולדת של דוקטור לודמילה מדובאי.
Did you know, it turns out that today is Dr. Ludmila's birthday from Dubai, who founded the medical center over there.
בדיוק. אז דוקטור לובלילה זה יפה, לודמילה, הקימה את המרכז הרפואי ההוליסטי בדובאי. זה מרכז שמשלב מסורות ריפוי עתיקות עם רפואה ומה שנקרא רפואת העתיד.
So Dr. Ludmila founded the Holistic Medical Center in Dubai, which combines an ancient healing tradition with medicine and perhaps can be said the medicine of the future.
החזון של המרכז הוא לאפשר לחיות את החיים בלי תרופות.
The vision of this medical center is to be able to live life without medicine.
והמשימה של המרכז הוא לעזור לך לרפא את עצמך ברפואה טבעית.
I should say medication, not medicine. But the mission is to help heal yourself with natural medicine.
מדהים. כל הרעיון שם זה מה שנקרא מתרופות למדיטציה. אוי, שכל כך העולם שלי. מדהים.
גם שלי, הלוואי ושל כולם. The goal is to guide you from medication to meditation. Isn't that beautiful?
In English it sounds better.
They both sound good. Just let's get there already.
מה שהיא אומרת שאם תשקיע בבריאות שלך, לא תצטרך לבזבז על מחלות.
Her idea is that if you invest in your health, you won't have to invest in illnesses.
מדהים. דוקטור מוחמד ריפס, שהוא אחד הרופאים המובילים במרכז, יספר לנו מה קרה שם לשני אנשים שהשתתפו בשירה.
Dr. Mohammed Rifas is one of the leading doctors at the center who is going to tell us what happened to two people who participated in our singing.
So let's watch the movie from Dubai.
Let's watch.
How are you?
Hi. Good.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
How is everything? How is life?
Is okay?
It's okay. Just okay, or?
Okay, it's very fine.
Okay. So I'm Dr. Mohammed Rifas. I have been to Ayurveda field like nearby 15 years. My parents or my grandparents, they were usually like taking only Ayurvedic medicine. That's where we grew up. And that's why I stick with Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, we have to learn 6.5 years. We learn everything about anatomy, physiology, everything except the biochemistry. And we learn about 600 plants and even minerals, materials, everything. I have been practicing in India, and now currently I moved to Dubai and I'm working in the Holistic Healing Medical Center. We try to combine all the alternative medicine. We have homeopathy, Ayurveda, acupuncture, cryotherapies, and even our physiotherapy and aesthetic therapies are completely different. Everything herbal to treat the body. And most probably people who come to us will be like chronic patients, and we help them to recover a lot. The two patients that we did. So this is 2 scans before the session and after the session. So now we can compare and show you how different it is. So over here, you can see in the bottom, the energy was 56 joules before, and after it is 57 joules. There's not much of differences, but the balance went from 94% to 98. So that's an improvement. And regarding the chakras, so before the whole process, there were 2 chakras actually nearby the yellow region. And after the singing and all, everything came back to the healing area, the green area. Outside the green area, the yellow area, it is before the singing. 2 of them are almost outside. You can see here, the emotional stress was a little high over here, which went down a little bit. Same way, energy was a little low over here, it went up a little bit. And the whole balance was 94, it went up to 97. And the area diagram, the green area is called the optimal range. So there is 2 places which is a little away from it. The teeth jaw area, the thyroid area. After the singing, everything came in the optimal range. The balance between different organs in the body, can you see like 3 bars highlighted?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this shows the imbalance. From the right and the left, which one is more imbalanced, it will be highlighted. So over here, there is 3 imbalance. Then after the scan, the imbalance is only 2. Now I will go to the patient number 2. The energy level has a big difference. Like it was 58 and it changed to 62. And the balance, he had 100% balance, which changed to 99.
He's a very balanced person.
Yeah, he's a very balanced person. But that's in a different aspect. Regarding the chakra level, see over here, he's not balanced. He's 73% balanced before the singing. So after the singing, it changed to 77%. So the chakra was almost in the red area and it came back to the yellow area. One in the yellow area came to the healing area, the green area. And regarding the stress level, again, the stress level was higher and it changed, reduced here. And the energy level was lower, it increased, improved. And the balance, there's a small change. It was almost 100 and it reached 99. And the area diagram, the thyroid area, the blind gut, and the urinogenital system, there is imbalance. So after it, even those balances changed, fluctuated, but not like changed too much. So which is again an improvement. It was 0.45 and 0.6. And after the experiment, it came to 0.74 and 0.75, which is again an improvement. In the balance, before the scan, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 imbalances. And after the experiment, there's only 4 imbalance. So these are the major changes. Whatever I mentioned you, like 95% of them had improvement. Generally in India itself we say, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, which means let everyone in the world be healthy and happy. That's our aim. Thank you, Sakhi. Thank you. Namaste.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Muhammad, and happy birthday. Happy birthday to everyone.
birthday. And that beautiful blessing, may everyone in the world be healthy and happy. 100%.
Exactly. איזה יופי.
Amazing.
ממש מרגש.
ממש מרגש.
אז חשוב שנסביר קצת למה אנחנו מתרגמים לאנגלית ולעברית.
And it's important that we explain to you why we're translating from Hebrew to English.
כיוון שאנחנו נמצאים בשידור בינלאומי שיוצא בעצם מישראל, אנחנו מקפידים לתת מענה כאן גם לקהל הישראלי וגם לתרגם לכל מי שנמצא איתנו, גם בזום וגם בכלל מקשיב לנו.
Because our broadcast is being sent out from Israel, we're translating from Hebrew to English so that we can all eventually hopefully speak the same language.
Exactly. ממש בקרוב אנחנו בודקים את האופציות לקשר בין המעבדה שלנו לפלטפורמה שתאפשר לנו תרגום לשפות נוספות.
We're hoping soon to be able to connect to a platform that will be able to connect our languages and help us understand.
את יודעת, מורן, אנחנו שומעים מהמדענים שלנו כל מיני מושגים, ספוטניק, ביואל, מה בדיוק הם מודדים? אם אנחנו נצטרך להרחיב על זה, אנחנו בערך שעתיים לא נצא מכאן רק עכשיו.
לגמרי. If we were to go and analyze and describe all the terminology that we're receiving here and from the scientists and all the data that we have here, we'll need a whole another 2 hours to go into that.
אבל יש פתרון.
But there is a solution.
בדיוק, יש פתרון כי כל ההבהרות וכל ההסברים נמצאים בעצם בסרט, השדה האחד, ויש שם אפילו אנימציה שמסבירה את כל הסיפור הזה, ואנחנו ממש בהמשך הערב לדבר אפילו על מבצע שיוצא מיוחד לכל מי שנמצא איתנו כאן כרגע.
Well, if you actually watch the movie, there's a description of all the terminology that we're using and the instruments and even the diagrams that you're seeing tonight. So this week, coming soon, we're going to have a special offer so that whoever wants to watch it again or watch it for the first time or invite other people to watch it, you'll be able to do so.
ואם כבר דיברת על invite other people, אולי זה בדיוק הזמן להגיד לכם לשתף את השידור, לעזור לעוד אנשים להיחשף. אם יש אנשים שעדיין לא ראו את הסרט הזה ולא מבינים על מה אנחנו מדברים, אנחנו בדיוק בימים האלה יכולים לתת להם מענה מדהים שיעשה להם סדר בראש ונעים בלב.
The more people know about this, as all this information is being shared with us, the better. So if you want to help us spread the awareness, please share this broadcast as far and wide as we can get. We're already global, so let's go, let's take it. And we've got all the science here being laid out in front of us.
Be one, be love.
Be one, be love.
אז אולי ממש דקה לפני שנעבור לקרישנה, ממש בא לי לעבור לרוברט קוקסון שוב.
Just before we go to Krishna, we'd love to go have another taste and visit with Robert Coxon. Yay!
Hi, wasn't that amazing?
Hi.
Wow.
Such results. Wow, it was very emotional for me. Very, very emotional. So let's just... I'm going to play a piece that's in the movie, that we used in the movie called Beings. And this is where Greg Braden is on the bus and he's talking about things and he's walking up the mountain and saying something that has helped to change my life, where you think always, is what I'm going to do here, is this going to further me on my path?
Thank you.
We can stay like this, keep on playing, no problem. We're gonna stay and listen to
Gonna
you.
put this away and
I'd love to keep
take a break.
playing, but Tzipi warned me that we have to stay on schedule here. But you can
Tzipi.
watch the movie, you're going to hear the music. Buy the CD, you're going to hear the music. Bathe yourself in the music. And you know, when this experiment was going on, I just have to say this.
Please.
I was thinking, because we're coming up to Krishna, and he talks about the power of the thought. He says that in the movie. The power of the thought goes around the world, you know. And I'm thinking, what would happen if you memorized Be You, Be Love so that you could just sing it in your head, so that you're thinking that energy. You're not actually necessarily singing it out loud, but just thinking it. Will it have that same amazing and infinite power to change? Yeah.
100%.
Do you know how many times I sing this song in my head since we met last time? Like in repeat, like again.
Exactly.
Well, you look even more amazing this time from when I saw you last time.
For sure. Thank you.
Hopefully we'll move
you.
you forward.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
אוקיי, אז זה הזמן לעבור לתוצאות של קרישנה מהודו. זה סרטון יחסית ארוך, הוא בערך 16 דקות, אבל לא יכולנו לקצר כלום מהסרטון הזה, כי הן כל כך משמעותיות ומסבירות כל כך הרבה דברים יפהפיים, כדאי לכם לצפות בזה.
The time has come for us to switch over to Krishna's results. It's a 16-minute long video that is just fascinating. We couldn't cut it down any shorter. You'll see for yourself in just a moment. The REG graph is going to show the development of the global consciousness in our project, what we're doing here together.
מדהים.
So amazing.
So, Krishna,
Yes.
how are you?
I am splendid. and wishing you 50 trillion times more.
Why are you so happy?
Oh, why? Because I
Yeah.
don't, you see, ultimately, even a thought,
Yeah.
even a thought has the capacity to perturb still space. So when we can touch still space and live in still space, then the only expression is life. Joy, the vivre of life.
So you're happy all the time?
I don't know even if I'm the word happy.
All the time when I'm speaking to you, you're laughing and laughing and laughing. You know.
Well, it is a gift to be alive, no? Number one.
Yeah, sure. I'm not criticizing it, you know. It's so nice.
I know. I know.
So Krishna, tell me what are the results of our experiment with Robert Coxon?
Oh, lovely. Okay, so I have the screen prepared. So here is a lovely snapshot, and I will move it so that we get to see the whole picture. Starting, then welcome address, welcome to Robert. Then there was music. Music ended. Then I think it was John Reed for about 5 minutes. Then there was meditation. From there was Song of Love.
Energy of love.
Then Robert and you
Not just
dialoguing.
physical heart.
Then it was me, item number 14. 14 went on to 15. What is so elegant here, the top chart that says intensity, that is measuring the level of photons. So you can see that it already began fairly high, and then it's gradually began to increase. Then during the time of the meditation, it went up, and it went up in the song also. And from there, it just continued to stay in that high state all the way till the end.
When you say photon, you mean the number of photons?
The concentration of photons.
If there is a lot, let's say high concentration, it's mean what?
It means that it is bright and it is stable. It is a stable grouping of photons. It is not chaotic. It is very organized.
But just a minute, you just put electrode in the water?
So if you go back to the picture that I sent you on the layout of the experimental table, you'll see a glass jar. You will see the water electrode inside the glass jar, and the water electrode's external terminal is connected to the biowell.
Ah, okay.
And every second, there is an impulse, which is recorded. So we are measuring the response of a stimulus of the environment. So when you look at this chart, each bar is 5 minutes. So 5 minutes is 300 seconds. So in every bar, we are looking at 300 impulses, because every second we get an impulse.
Okay, so now what we see is the response of the water to the impulse.
Yes. Let me just go back to show you what the raw data looks like. So you can see the top chart is the photons, that says intensity. Bottom chart is energy. And the way at the bottom is what we call area deviation. So in the top chart, we take all these little points and then that is analyzed to give us the bottom chart, the area deviation, which is the actual statistical evaluation. You see at the bottom, all the little dots, second by second, see how rhythmic it is, like a wave, right? Each dot is 1 second. So we can see, welcome to Robert, that is folder number 3. And now this is going on and going on and going on. Now we can just follow this like a rhythm. So now John Reed is there and he goes on and goes on and goes on. Now Robert begins with meditation, and we see how each second there is movement, up and down, but very small deviations. The song of love begins, see, wave after wave. You see how it flows. What a beautiful rhythm. See, and this is very much an indicator about the nature of how the evening progressed. See, very, very, very stable, very peaceful. This is taken and created into each one of those orange bars. And if we looked at the first beginning at the bottom chart of area deviation, it started high, and you see how instantaneously there was a response. So the lower the chart value at the bottom, the higher is the coherence. And you can see how uniform it is. The levels of fluctuations are very steady all the way right to the end. Such a rhythmic harmony, a rhythmic, harmonious evening.
Can I ask you a stupid question?
That's the most beautiful of all. Yes, Cindy, tell me.
Someone, let's say you take normal person and he say to himself, I don't believe, water in Bangalore, people singing in Israel and all over the world. How it's possible that this singing is doing something to the water? This is my stupid question.
Actually, it's a very deep insight you have brought forth, because one, we look at how narrow we have been educated in this way to only see things in such a small perspective. My early formative education began with my dear mother, who used to instill inside of me that when I'm lying down in bed at night, to see yourself in this bed visually, then you see the room, then you see the space of the house and the compound in the house, then the town, then the state, then the country, then the continent, the oceans, and then you go across the entire planet, all the time paying attention to you in here while you are expanding and expanding. Now you see the whole planet. And where do you see you? Maybe one tiny little dot. Now you go to the solar system with a group of all the other cohabiting planets. Now where are you? Now you go to the Milky Way. Now where are you? Then you go across all the other galaxies into the deep space that you are looking at. Now where are you? But imagine, through these tiny little eyes, you can see that which is beyond measurable time. So, are we limited? Or do we have the capacity of what we would call the supramental mind? We are a cosmic mind. What are you doing, dear Sippy? What is your inspiration? Is to bring forth that exactly, that which you have termed the one field as one vibration, the one field, one vibration, to touch this integral space. We have to grow beyond the limits of our education. We have to go beyond the limits of our understanding. We have to go beyond the limits of thought itself.
Of course, I understand the spiritual explanation you did so nicely now. Of course, I understand it, yeah? But I understand it in a level of, let's say, of spiritual mind. Now, I want to put it to the earth, this is a glass, okay? It's made out of, I don't know what kind of material, yeah? So,
Silica.
The what?
Silica, sand.
Okay.
Silica. No.
Yeah. So I'm breathing, oxygen. So what I'm trying to understand, what is this material, that is connecting all material, or maybe it's not material, maybe it's the energy is material, I don't know, But to try to understand the connection, but from the point of view of matter, or maybe it's not a good question.
What we stream through the power of I come back to this center right here.
Yeah.
What we stream from here ripples across, gathers pockets like neurons firing. We look at the field. It is a field of neurons. Actually, it was a very interesting finding that was published not even about 2 months ago, that the whole space could be like the firing of neurons. So when higher vibration systems gather together, they conglomerate into firing nodes that continue to sparkle and ripple them out.
So it means that this neuron you said, yeah? So it means one is connected to the other. There is connection between all neurons. That's what you mean?
Yes. This is like a gathering. It's like a gathering of all these convergent points, and they come together. So which means that's high energy concentration. So when there are gatherings like this that come together, their responses are felt across space and time. What is 10,000 miles? It is not even a speck in space-time. That's who we really are. We are not beings limited or contained inside of space or time. This ripples because this is the language of the universe. It is language of soul. It is language of heart.
Okay, so now I want to show you my graph.
Done.
So this is the graph of the REG in the medical care, the place where we were. I took it for 4 hours, you see, 4 hours, 16 minutes, 35 seconds. This is all the time. I started 1 hour and a half before it's all began. REG, when it's normal and there is nothing special, it's all the time moving in the middle. Very, very quickly, it went up. It means that in this time and all this time, there was a field, unified field, yeah, all this time.
Yes, correct, because it's outside of the parabola.
Yeah, we started at 1. You see the 1? You're 1. And at 8:14, Robert was online. This is the point. John started his presentation at 6. This is the 25 minutes of Robert. Here he started the meditation. 11 people are singing together. Until 13. This is the time of people singing together. And then we continue. And 23 is Lily. She gave the explanation. And 26 is when we light the candle. And 31 we finished. But we organized the place and the REG was going on. I find it very similar to what you did because it's starting from the beginning very high.
Yes.
This is very nice, very stable, very high all the time. You know, it's 4 hours all this. So it's very nice graph, the way I see it.
It's very elegant. Well, what this clearly identifies over here is higher vibration systems just continued to maintain that presence.
I want to show you the graph of Professor Kuokto.
Okay. 1.6 to 1.9. You can see that space, air molecules, has more fluctuation than we see with water. Water by itself has much more stability as a medium than air. However, the range of the fluctuation is quite stable.
Also, entropy, there is this very high column, and then it's going down and down and down. I find it very similar to what you did because it's like one stable line almost.
Yes.
So, thank you, Guru Krishna.
מדהים לראות איך מכשיר אחר לגמרי, במקום אחר בעולם, הביא תוצאות ממש ממש דומות.
It's amazing to see how an instrument in a completely different place in the world, far, far away, can bring similar results.
מדהים.
Amazing.
ומה שהכי מדהים זה מה שציפי שאלה בהתחלה. איך תמיד קרישנה מחייך כשמגיעים אליו?
And the most important question is what Tsipi asked in the beginning, which is how is Krishna always smiling? What is he taking? We want what he's having.
It's the love. אוקיי, אז כל מה שראינו עד עכשיו זה תוצאות שהגיעו בחודש האחרון מאז הניסוי שלנו, אבל יש תוצאות שעדיין לא ידועות לנו.
We've still got more results coming, even though what we've seen so far has been so exciting about all the analysis that's been done in the last month since our last gathering.
אז מי שיספר לנו על זה בעצם ג'ון מאנגליה. וממש לפני שנעבור לראות, לפני שג'ון נעבור לראות מה קרה עם הצמח.
נכון. So We're about to find out more and more results, and John Reed will reveal some to us. But just before that, we want to know whatever happened to the plants.
דורית, בואי תגידי לי מה השם המלא שלך.
ווייט איגל, דורית אביב.
אוקיי. ווייט איגל, דורית אביב. אז בואי נראה מתי, ספרי לי את המסע לאיטליה ולדמנהור.
דמנהור זה באיטליה, זאת קהילה של אנשים שמאוד מאוד אוהבי טבע, ויש להם שטחים מאוד מאוד גדולים של יערות. הם התחילו לטפח את היערות האלה. הם הבינו שבטוח שיש איזשהו דרך שגם הצמחים יכולים לתקשר. והם פיתחו מכשיר שיודע לזהות את התדרים ושאנחנו נוכל לשמוע את זה. וברגע שהבנתי שיש להם איזשהו מכשיר שאפשר לשמוע את הצמחים, אמרתי, אני חייבת שיהיה לי דבר כזה, אני חייבת שיהיה לי את המכשיר הזה. ובאמת כשנסעתי לדמנהור, היה צמח ולא הסכים לנגן. ואז אמרו, לפעמים הצמחים מתביישים. ואז אנחנו חיכינו והוא לא ניגן. ואז אמרו, אתם יודעים מה? אולי תבואו ותעשו לו סוג של הילינג מקרוב, ואז אולי הוא התחיל לנגן. ועשינו פשוט הילינג לצמח, ופתאום הוא התחיל לנגן.
צריך אהבה, הוא צריך להרגיש שאוהבים אותו.
מדהים. ולהם באמת יש צמחים שהם מאלפים אותם, שהם פשוט מנגנים קונצרטים שלמים. וכששאלתי אותם על אחד מהצמחים, אז הם אמרו לי שהצמח של הפלפלים הוא הצמח שהוא יודע הכי מהר לנגן הרבה צלילים.
תגידי, פלפל חריף או פלפל רגיל?
זהו, לא שאלתי אותם. לא שאלתי, אבל הם שמים במרכז שלהם, כשאת נכנסת, הם שמים צמח ושמים את המכשיר ואת פשוט שומעת. ואני אומרת, רגע, ובפעם השנייה שהייתי אצלם, אמרתי, למה אצלי הוא לא מנגנים כל כך יפה, למה אני לא מצליחה לנגן, אבל אני גם לא העלפתי אותם. זה הפעם ראשונה שיחד איתך, זה כאילו חייב אותי להשמיע להם כל הזמן, לצמח, להשמיע כל הזמן צלילים.
אז בואי נראה מה הוא למד עכשיו, אם הוא יתפתח עוד בימים האחרונים.
אני גם אסביר איך בכלל זה עובד, איך המכשיר הזה עובד. עכשיו, יש למכשיר שני כבלים. יש את זה שמכניסים, שמים אותו ממש באדמה ובשורשים של הצמח. וזה מחברים לעלים.
זה כמו חשמל, צריך פלוס ומינוס.
כן, לגמרי. לפעמים צריך להזיז אותו מהלל להלל, ואז הוא מתחיל לנגן.
כן, אני אשלח...
והוא גם מנגן ארוך יותר, את כל הצלילים, את שמת לב שבאיזשהו שלב הוא שם, ואז הוא עושה מן הפסקה שניונת וממשיך. כאילו חלש, ואז פתאום עוד פעם הוא עולה.
כן, אבל זה עדיין לא ביובי לאב, איך שלא יהיה.
לא, ברור שלא, זה עדיין... אני חושבת שכנראה משמיעים את זה המון זמן בתוך המעבדות שלהם, והם משמיעים קונצרטים. זה מעניין, אני עכשיו זהו, אני כבר לא אשמיע לו את זה, אבל אני באמת רוצה לנסות לקנות, אני אולי שבוע אני אקנה את הפלפלים האלה שהם אומרים, צמח פלפל טיפה יותר גדול, ולנסות להשמיע קונצרט, כמו שעשיתי פה, להשמיע 24/7 קונצרט, ולראות לאורך זמן, לראות באמת אם הוא משתנה.
אז גם צמחים יודעים לנגן.
גם צמחים, ואולי יום אחד הם ינגנו את השיר Be One, Be Love. So plants apparently can also sing, and hopefully one day they'll be able to sing Be One, Be Love with us.
בואי נחזור לרוברט, הוא רוצה לספר לנו משהו על הצמחים.
And now let's have a word from the wonderful Robert Coxon. You want to talk to us a little bit about the plants?
Sure. This was very interesting. Many years ago, the first person that I did scientific experiments with was Dr. Marcel Vogel. He had been the head researcher for IBM, and he decided to put electrodes on plants and see if they had feeling. And he found out they did. You know, if you went with intention to cut a leaf, the plant went into panic, and it showed on the meters. What happened with me when I was creating my first meditative music, Crystal Silence 1, and I had plants everywhere on the windowsill that were growing towards the light. But as I was creating my music, they started turning around and growing towards the speakers. And my wife at the time, she would take them and turn them back to the light every morning. But within half an hour, they're growing towards the speakers. Many years later, interestingly, you know, she just talked about pepper plants. Well, we did experiments in a greenhouse in the size of 10 football fields in Mexico. With my music, we put in 96 speakers in there, and we played it to the plants. First of all, we played it to the seeds, and we got a much lower death rate in the seeds. You know, when you plant the seeds, they don't all grow. So we reduced that amount of seeds that didn't grow by 53% by using my music. And then they playing the music for these were bell peppers they were growing for the American market. And the production went up between, I think it was 15 and 20%, which is huge, you know, for a profit margin. So music does have so much power, and maybe we will get them. When we start learning how to refine the instrument that can help us connect with the plants, maybe we can get them singing. Maybe they are singing, but we just don't understand their language yet. Yeah, it's powerful.
But now what are they going to do? I'm a vegan. I got nothing to eat.
Well, you know, some plants are there, and they're there to be eaten. That's part of their path, you know, to connect with us on that level.
Yes, I know.
Definitely. Yeah.
To nourish each other.
And all we have to do is use love as we eat them. When we pick them, we do it with
bless
love.
the food.
Exactly. That's why we do. We bless the food, change the energy. Right.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
We are such a blessed to be here tonight.
Really, really
thank
big
you.
honor. Thank
וואו,
you.
אז ממש עכשיו אנחנו מתקרבים לג'ון שתמיד מפתיע אותנו.
Yes, we're coming close to John Reed again, who always seems to surprise us.
ולפני שהוא יסביר לנו, אנחנו נראה קליפ שנוצר מהשירה המשותפת בניסוי, ומשולבים בו גם הגילויים של ג'ון, ואחר כך הוא מיד יסביר לנו.
And we're about to see John's results, and they're going to be mixed in with the previous results. And He's practicing with water and with human blood. We're going to see the results that he sees in the Cymoscope, a scientific instrument that makes sound visible. Today, he'll be explaining his analysis of our online choir, which was made visible by imprinting the vocal sounds of the choir onto pure water.
Are you ready to sing now? Let's build up this energy. As we open up, feel the expansion. Feel the orchestra opening up your heart. Feel the energy of love. Feel that energy and move with the music. Let your whole body move. Express the beauty you feel, the love you feel. Ready? Really feel it from your heart as thousands of people are singing together.
I await my life through love. For all is well in love.
Now we're going to put full energy in there. Open your heart completely. One more time.
I await my life through love. For all is well in love.
Still keep feeling the energy. Feel it in every cell of your body, every cell of your consciousness.
היה אפשר למדוד אותי עכשיו עם הקליפ הזה, ממש. זה היה ממש מרגש, ואני יודעת שזה לא התסריט שלנו, אבל תקשיבי, ציפי, את עורכת מדהימה, איזה קליפ עשית כאן, זה וואו לחלוטין, נכון?
We are buzzing just from watching that. Literally, Michal just said, you could test us now, I swear, and probably everyone who's watching and everyone who will watch, and jokes a little bit, but a huge appreciation for Tzipi and her talented way of editing a video like that. Wow. Being able to see exactly what's happening when bringing in the CymaScope. Wow, amazing.
ומה שהיה כל כך מעניין בסרטון הזה, זה שהיה אפשר לראות בדיוק את הוויז'ואל של הצלילים, שזה בדיוק המכשיר של ג'ון, שתכף הוא יסביר לנו עליו.
ממש. One of the most amazing parts was being able to really see what John's research was able to see at the same time as in the song. So it's just amazing. Actually, our molecules in our body probably were going through those same shifts and changes in shapes.
מה עוד אפשר להמציא? מדהים, 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 מדהים. נראה לי זה הזמן לדבר עם ג'ון.
Oh, John, have we got you on the line? Yes. There he is, the man himself. Hello, John. Good to see you again. Good to be back together again after all this. That was so fascinating.
It's great to see you all.
You must have
Great
been
to see you
excited
all.
to share this whole time.
I was excited to see what CP has been able to achieve, with the results from the Cymoscope, because CP, kept it a surprise for me too. So I had not seen the beautiful, creative ways that she was using the imagery, and I think it's so lovely, as you said, to see the people at the same time as seeing the imagery from the Cymoscope instrument. So big thank you, CP, for that. Wow, I was really delighted.
Maybe
with
she
it.
can make movie or something. Maybe she can make the one field or
She
something.
should totally be a video documentarist and,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But before commenting on the analysis of all of that, I'd like to just make a couple of comments actually regarding the plants, first of all, if I may, because when we use instruments to listen in to plants, not like the instruments that we were seeing there, but there are other instruments that can be used to listen in to the plants themselves. And what you find is that every type of cell in every type of plant has its own unique song. Literally, the plants are singing to us if we could hear them. Of course, it's very quiet. It's very quiet. So when Robert there was talking about plants actually moving towards the music, that does not surprise me at all. So every cell in our bodies is literally singing to us all of the time. This was the work of James Jimzeski at UCLA, who he was the first person, I think, in history to listen to a human cell. But anyway, plants also sing to us. And the other thing that I wanted to mention about plants is that there was a study concerning bird song, and they found a correlation between bird song and the rate of growth of plants. So literally, because a lot of the energy in bird song is way beyond what humans can hear. So, we can hear at very best up to about 17,000 hertz, but birds often sing in the 40 to 60 kilohertz region. So it's like ultrasound. And I think a lot of people will already know this, that ultrasound and plants have been shown that ultrasound really causes massive acceleration of plant growth. So here we have, an ecosystem in which the birds are singing to the plants and the plants are growing because of the bird song. Which
like
is
a circle.
Yeah, it's
connected.
a wonderful thought, isn't it? Anyway, so coming back to the analysis of that absolutely wonderful song, music by Robert Coxon and lyrics by Lily Wong. Fabulous song. We absolutely love it, and it really resonates very strongly with us. But last time, for those people, the first time we did this experiment, for those people who were not party to it, did not know what happened, just very quick recap. Whenever the word love was sang with full energy, it created, almost every time, it created tenfold geometry. And then when the same word love was sang with a downward cadence, it almost every time it created a sixfold geometry. Now, the amazing thing about this is that in both cases, tenfold and sixfold, from a geometric standpoint, they both contain phi, the golden ratio of 1 to 1.618, which is embedded throughout all of life. So, the fact that here we're singing the word love, and it literally embeds phi, the golden ratio. I think that was a really wonderful result from last time. Now, this time, of course, as I mentioned earlier, this is a kind of world first. Not a virtual choir is not a world first, but to take the music from a virtual choir and make it visible with a Cymoscope instrument, I think that is a world first. So we're literally making history here. Now, it was actually my son, James Stewart Reed, who did all of the imaging work this time. I did a lot of it last time, but this time, James did all of that work to make that visible, which involved imprinting the combined voices of all of those people who joined that virtual choir and imprinted that onto water, just pure medical grade water.
Wow.
And you saw the results, right? I mean, the beautiful geometry. Wow. And almost every time the word love was sang, we got that beautiful, did you notice the 10-fold geometry occurred? So very similar kind of results to last time. And again, similar in terms of the downward cadence love. But what I'm really excited to share with you all this evening is actually some amazing results. So this is why I was so excited, because at the very end of this beautiful song, I saw this amazing cross-shaped image that you see on the right side here. And then if you look on the left side, you see the Rosalind, the very, very famous Rosalind Franklin X-ray diffraction pattern, which was taken in 1952 at King's College in London. This photograph is what led to the discovery of the twin helix in DNA. So without that photograph, it might have taken a lot longer, you know, for this discovery to be made. And yet here, in Robert's beautiful music, we see an image which is so strongly reminiscent of the X-ray photograph. So just very briefly, I'm going to now show you a slide that analyzes this. I'm not going to go into any great depth, but you know, this is how that X in Rosalind Franklin's historic photograph was analyzed to show the twin helix. So the distances between these little blips that you see in the cross, they literally represent the bases, the distance between the bases in the twin spiral, and the tilt of the helix is also shown there. So anyway, I was really excited, you know, to see that result. But many of you will probably not know about this, which is Florence Bell's X-ray photograph, diffraction pattern again. And she did this work, amazing work, in 1938. And she revealed a 6-fold structure in part of the DNA spiral, which contains, again, the phi ratio of 1 to 6.18. And there you see on the right, a 6-fold central structure created when the choir sung the word you. So again, we have this amazing correspondence between the visualization of this beautiful song and the DNA twin spiral. So again, you know, very, very exciting for us to find this correspondence. There you see Florence Bell's method, how she used an X-ray tube, firing those X-rays through the DNA fiber to create that 6-fold structure that you see on the right there. And that we've just seen, you know, from a cymoscopic point of view, imprinting the vibrations of the vocal choir onto pure water created that same 6-fold pattern. Now, I want to show you something that's kind of even more exciting in a way to me, because as I mentioned, almost every time the word love was sung by the choir, it created a beautiful 10-fold structure. And here you see a comparison between the 10-fold structure of the word love, and on the left, you see a model of the DNA molecule through a cross-section. So the same 10-fold structure in DNA we're seeing in the word love sang by the choir. It's so beautiful to be able to see that comparison. There were some other very rare moments in this song that when we made it visible, and this is one of them. This is a very rare 9-fold geometry that occurred at 3 minutes 22 seconds in the song, when the choir sang Be You. And interestingly, 9 symbolizes self-love. So it seems very fitting for the energy in the phrase Be You to be self-love. Anyway, 9 also symbolizes completion, of course, and it's a very beautiful cymoglyph that you see there with that 9-fold structure. I think I've only ever seen a 9-fold structure one more time in the last 10 years of work in cymatics. So this is very, very rare indeed. And here you see 7-fold geometry, which is also rare, not as rare as the 9-fold, but if you count the sides there, you will see 7 sides. And this 7-fold geometry occurred at 5 minutes 42 seconds at the end of the choir's sung word of love. So it transitioned from a 10-fold to a 7-fold just at the very end of the word love. Now, 7-fold cymoglyphs are created by people with spiritual natures. You know, we've never seen a 7-fold without spirituality. So, for example, when we've had people here with a deeply spiritual nature, it always comes up with 7-fold. And we don't know why. We have no idea what that connection means, but it's certainly very special and there is great significance in it. And also symbolizes, 7 of course symbolizes perfection and inner wisdom. A Russian team led by Sergei Petukov reported in their 2017 study of DNA that the 2nd and 3rd harmonics of human vocalizations are always in the 3:2 musical ratio. They also discovered that complementary pairs of bases in DNA exist that feature 2 and 3 hydrogen bonds respectively. And the implications for these discoveries are that when we sing, we are actually singing directly to our DNA. And by extension, if our song carries intention, then our vocalizations are epigenetically programming our DNA. So, you know, when the choir sang that beautiful song, they were literally singing to their own DNA. And of course, through the mechanisms that we know from the One Field film, they were literally singing that song to everyone else's DNA on the planet as well. So I think this is a really fabulous result. So in summary, the Be You, Be Me, Be Love song, when sung by the many voices, created much beauty when made visible by the cymoscope instrument. And much of the imagery reveals archetypes that mirror the very foundations of life, including the structure of the DNA molecule. Some of the imagery contains very rare geometries, such as the 7-fold and the 9-fold structures, revealing that the energy of the choir was of a deeply spiritual nature. And then lastly, when we sing, we are actually singing directly to our DNA. And now I'd just like to mention a very special offer for anyone that is listening that would like to have their DNA voice signature imprinted onto pure water. And there is the offer. Basically, you use that coupon code DNAVS99 at the checkout of soundmadevisible.com, and you will be able to buy your DNA voice signature at a special price of $99 instead of the usual $144. And the only reason I'm mentioning this, by the way, is because anyone that makes a purchase from our store supports our research. And this is the only way that we conduct our research. We're all entirely self-funded. So, you know, if anyone is moved to have their voice made visible, please do visit soundmadevisible.com and by all means use that coupon code for that special offer, because it will help to support our research. And with that, I will pass you back to the team, and thank you so much. It's been really wonderful to take part in this event this evening. Thank you.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Exactly.
Yeah, breaking news. This is epic.
The new headline.
Headlines read,
מדהים,
And
מדהים.
also the Fibonacci, which is reflected in all of it. And I have to say, being the daughter of a musician and a singer, and I grew up singing all my life, I wonder what's going on with my DNA. I think I need to get one of those voice DNAs, art meets science. So I'd love to support. Very fascinating. Thank you so much.
זה היה פשוט מרתק. וזה תמיד כיף לראות את זה בצורה ויזואלית, זה נותן תחושה אחרת לחלוטין. מדהים.
ממש מדהים.
וואו, מה עוד אפשר לעשות? מה עוד אפשר להמציא? לאן העולם הזה הולך? כן, זה פשוט מדהים. ואיזה כיף שאפשר לחקור את כל התדרים האלה מעוד כיוונים.
נכון. So much more to discover, and it's so exciting to see how many different angles we can analyze the same information from, and finally really get some tangible information that really brings this down to earth. All that spirituality and science and art really grounding all these concepts of the transformation of consciousness.
אחד הקטעים האהובים עליי בסרט, זה הקטע שבו אנדרס שר לטיפת אדם, אוקיי? ושם הכל משתנה לחלוטין.
One of the most amazing and powerful moments of the movie is where Anders sings to the drop of blood. Hello, Anders, how are you?
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. I will simply tell you briefly a little bit about our next experiment that is coming up in March 13th. Our experiment on March the 13th is a live experiment, obviously. This is an experiment showing the impact of voice and sound on the field, impacting the field through the power of our human voice. And I think that in these times, where we are right now, in particular, I think we all have a certain stronger than usual longing to connect to something bigger and a strong desire to really come together and really experience a connection. Toning, it's something that you easily overlook because it's so simple, so pure. It's a gentle, almost humming kind of creating sound. It's simple, it's easy, it's powerful. I'd like to just show you briefly what I mean. Just easy, simple, not difficult. It's really, the thing is that it's so powerful and it gives you a connection instantaneously. Almost everyone I've ever worked with in the entire world have this down in a few minutes. Most people instantaneously. Of course, we measure everything scientifically, and we're going to do the measurement all around the world. When you register, you're going to receive two different links. The one link is going to be a music track, a download track to a special, very beautiful music I've created especially for this event. And this is to support you, so you can right away tune in and feel the vibration, and maybe already beginning to tune into the field around the March 13th. But it's a pure support to you. And it's going to be the music that we are using on the March 13th. And the other link is going to be an instruction video with me. And I'm going to give you some tuning, a little bit of sound tips, the humming tips, ensuring you and letting you know, showing you why it's easy and you will feel right away how it makes you calm, balanced, focused. And then, of course, I will also encourage you, like we also did this time, that you record yourself. We would love that you share your experience with us. And we would, basically, we would love to have you share the whole part or just some part and send it to us. And we will feature that as soon as the results come together with the other results. And so I'm really, really looking forward to this. This is also a first. This is a very special way of tuning in together. And I imagine that we are all having that same sound, that it's a field of sound, if you will. Maybe as a goodbye, we could simply do just 1 minute right now. I would love to do that so that you just get a little bit of a feel. And I invite you simply to open your heart. You can close your eyes. If you want to, you can have your hand on your heart. And as you begin to hear the music, you just take a deep breath and just quite simply just let the sound out, just tone on the basic here, together with me. So. Let's take a deep breath and we begin. You can keep your mouth closed if you want, or slightly open, what feels best. Just to give you a little feeling for what we're going to do here. And I'm especially looking forward also to collaborating again with John Stewart Reed. He's going to be part of our experiment. And we are both, all of us, really looking forward to connecting with you again on March 13th. So thank you so much.
Wow, thank you. I can feel the movement inside my body since you start singing. That's amazing. And I'm looking forward to our experiment. It's going to be beautiful. Thank you. איך ממשיכים עכשיו?
אני לא יודעת, בא לי כבר להיות ב-13 למרץ. I feel like I already want to be on the 13th of March, but no, I'm fully enjoying this. This is just an incredible process to be going through, isn't it? And speaking of consciousness, it's just this new information that we're receiving needs to download, process, and tomorrow morning we're going to wake up having known all this. And I mean, every sound we make is affecting our DNA.
You know what I was thinking?
What were you thinking?
We are such a lucky.
Yes.
Wow.
100%.
Wow.
So lucky.
איזה כיף.
ממש gosh.
To be part of this, it's such a luck.
It's an honor. It's luck. It's
such a
humbling.
beautiful.
Wow.
וואו, אז כל הערב המקסים הזה, כל התוצאות שראינו כאן של המדענים המובילים בעולם ומובילים בסרט הזה של פרופסור קורקטוב, של קרישנה, של ג'ון סטוארט ריד, של מרכז מדיקל קר, של אדוארד, שחקר שם את הדבר היפהפה הזה, של כל האנשים המדהימים האלה שהיו כאן, ואנדרס בסוף זה רק ממש תמצית ממה שקורה בסרט הזה בכלל.
ממש. After all this amazing emotional evening that we've had, it'll take a minute, with the leading scientists and doctors from Krishna to Professor Koktov, John Stewart Reed. We've got the medical center here in Israel. We've got the medical center in Dubai. I mean, so many people, Tzipi, of course, and everyone who's here, and of course, everyone who's watching. Where do we go from here?
אולי זה הזמן להגיד שממש מי שעדיין לא ראה את הסרט, או מי שרוצה לנצל את ההזדמנות לראות את הסרט שוב, או מי שרוצה להראות את הסרט לאנשים שהוא אוהב, כי זה כל כך משמעותי, אנחנו יוצרים מבצע ממש מיוחד לסופש הזה. חצי שנה של השכרת הסרט עולה בדרך כלל $18.99. ממש לסוף שבוע הזה אנחנו עושים הנחה מיוחדת, וזה יעלה רק $13.99. זה ממש הנחה משמעותית, וזה חצי שנה של סרט שאני ראיתי אותו כבר לפחות 6-7 פעמים.
בדיוק.
It wasn't enough.
No, ממש לא, and it's in my head all the time. So this is a good time and opportunity to remind everyone that if you haven't watched the film yet, or you want to give this as a gift to someone you know, because honestly, the whole world should know what we're finding out here.
Exactly.
And the earlier they see it, the deeper they can be with us in all the discovery process. And usually the movie is $18.99, and for this weekend we're going to start a special offer for $13.99, making it easier and to buy even maybe a gift for someone else as well as yourself. So now's the time if you haven't watched the film, and please again share this broadcast and invite other people, inspire them to join us and discover with us what's going on in the one field.
כל כך מרגש. אפשר למצוא את זה באתר של הסרט, זה www.onefield.com.
נכון. You can find it at www.theonefield.com.
איזה כיף.
So much fun.
וואו, אנחנו מגיעים לסוף הערב הזה.
ממש.
וזה היה ערב מרגש. מורן, תודה רבה לך.
תודה לך.
איזה כיף לעבוד איתך ביחד, זה תמיד כיף.
ממש. ואיפה אפשר למצוא גם אותך?
אותי?
כן.
בכל מקום ברשת, רק צריך לכתוב מיכל מילגרום.
לחשוב עליי. תהיי בקונשסנס שלנו.
לגמרי.
כן, ואני מורן בוזה, והיה, עונג, אני עוד בעברית. And I'm Moran Boza, and this is Michal Milgrom, and we've had a magnificent night. I'm actually shocked it's already coming to an end, but it's just the beginning of the next one. So we continue together, discovering all these life-changing facts, honestly. I mean, historic and epic, and looking forward to see you all again soon.
But I want to say special thank you for this wonderful man that, you know, instead of you, what we're going to do. And we want to thank you all for all this music, and for Lily for sure, for this lyric. And maybe we can hear some music to end this evening.
And may we continue to play, be one, be you, be love in our hearts, in our minds, and in our world, on and on, now that we know also what the impact and the effect is on so many things around us and ourselves. Thank you so much for the gift of this song, Robert and Lily.
I thank you, and I just have to say a couple of words. Thank you to Tzipi for all the work she's doing. When are we doing the next movie, Tzipi?
Yeah, that's what we want to know.
You can say that again.
You can say that again.
And I want to say a word to Anders. We don't get to talk much, you know. Sometimes we're on the same stage in that, but we're all doing our own thing. I don't want to just say that your music, when you sing, your voice is beautiful. It's sacred. Thank you, Anders, for your contribution to the world of music. It's so beautiful. And I want to thank all the others, Korotkov, Professor Korotkov, Krishna, John, the people at both centers in Dubai and in Israel. Thank you so much for your work. Divinely appreciated by me, and we're going to be in touch. We have to be. If you need my help with anything for the music, I'm here. I thought, well, thank you, Lily, for writing those words and bringing the energy in. If Lily hadn't have been there, this song would have never started. I didn't start it. It's all Lily's fault. So, thank you, Lily. Divinely appreciated. Why don't we end with everyone singing Be You, Be Love? Thank you. Beautiful. Love.
Molecules shifting now that we have those images in our minds. Thank you so much. What an honor.
וואו, תודה רבה לכולם, תודה רבה רוברט, תודה רבה על הערב המרגש והיפהפה הזה, תודה רבה שצפיתם בנו, תשתפו, 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 כי זו האמת, זו התרופה החדשה, זה החיסון החדש של כל מה שאנחנו צריכים.
Thank you, Robert, Lily. Thank you, everyone who participated in this broadcast. Thank you, everyone, for being with us here tonight. And as we all discovered together, there is a new medicine in town. It's music. It's not that new. It's probably one of the oldest medicines we've got. But what a special night. Thank you so much for being with us here tonight. and we look forward to the next time.
אנחנו רוצים להודות לצוות השדה שנמצא מאחורי הקלעים, אנחנו רוצים להודות לדנה ולענת, ולהודות לאיתמר על האולפן ולציפי רז שלולא ציפי לא היה קיים כל הדבר הזה כאן.
We'd like to thank the One Field team, from Dana to Anat, Itamar, who's here doing all the broadcasting, and of course, the one and only who we would not be in this moment had it not been for her initiative, Tzipi Raz.
אז מורן, תודה.
מיכל, תודה.
לילה טוב.
Thank you. לילה טוב.
Good night.
כולנו, may we all have a good night and day and afternoon wherever you are. See you soon.